About the people, it's still election.
Person behind the election.
Is there a way forward apart from election?
You say?
Election really is not the answer.
Too much ojoro.
We can't try any other thing.
Law.
His own freedom.
Hello and welcome to True Life Story here on Wins TV. From 1960 to date, we've conducted series of elections in Nigeria, and yet we've not gotten to where we ought to be as a country. And last week someone told me if we don't get it right in 2019, then come 2023, we're going to do it again. My question is, can elections solve the problem in Nigeria? Or is there any other alternative to elections? Well, you know what, just sit back and relax. Let's go on a quick breather. And when we return, we found out the reactions of Nigerians concerning this topic. And I'm always your host on the show, Ambassador Michael Young.
Wins TV 24 hours entertainment.
Hello, in case you are joining us, we are still here on our True Life Story Talk here, right here on Wins TV. And I have a young man here to tell me his mind onto this topic. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You know, let's look at the scenario of elections in Nigeria. You know, we have conducted a series of elections in this country, and we're hoping for things to get better every day, but we're yet to get there. But someone told me something last week that even if we don't get it right this 2019, maybe come 2024, things might be better. But your own view, do you think that election is going to solve the problem of this country or not?
See, for me as a person, I've always been an optimistic Nigerian.
All right.
There's always a first time, there's a second time, there's a third time. Like you said, not getting it right now does not mean we can't get it right in 2023. But the truth is that election happens virtually everywhere around the world. And if some people have been able to maneuver and succeed after election, it ultimately means that when it gets to our time, we will succeed. It's not about the election, it's about the leadership, the person behind the election. Wow. There's a human factor in everything. The cars can't drive themselves, there's a human behind the car. Nothing happens by chance.
Right.
The truth is that there is always a human being behind every wheel. Now, yes, election, yes, it's come, it's gone. But how credible is it? It's about the human being who actually conducted the election. Now, how successful it is about those who voted during the election. For me, if we've had large turnout of the election, we'd have gotten large numbers of the election.
For sure.
2015, we got 36 million plus that voted. 2019, we got 25 million plus that voted. So ultimately, it's about the numbers. It's a numbers game. Election is a numbers game. Now, we are going to get it right when we get the electioneering system right. The processes are not right yet, but we think we might get there.
All right, we just said something now that you believe that election is going to solve the problem, but what we need is how it's being conducted.
Yes,
so can you give us an idea how we need to do right? We want to get some people about this.
See, the truth is that I think it's an opportunity to air my view.
All right.
I do strategies for business.
Okay.
And I know that the day we get it right is the day we collate this too much number thing around us. I have a BVN, I have a driver's license, there's a number on it. There's this NIMC right now, name, there's a number on it. I have an account number, I have virtually everything. For the US, what do they need? Social security number. For us in Nigeria, what do we need? If election will take us there, and will be conducted right, if my ATM card becomes my voting system. Nobody's going to carry an ATM machine which becomes our ballot box. Can you carry it?
Wow.
Can you steal it? Can you snatch it? No. Now nobody's going to manipulate the numbers because the computers are counting the numbers, and the numbers are going straight to a database where we have InterSwitch handling it.
I think the only solution we have that can solve Nigeria's problem is still election.
Okay.
If we are able to elect people that really have Nigeria in mind, that they really know what they wanted for the country. It's not the way it is now. At least things are a little bit getting better in terms of election now, but the awareness for elections in Nigeria is not yet enough. I think the Ministry of Information has a lot of work to do. Because when you see the voters thing on this last election now, it's just you have a place where you have 6 million registered voters, and people to vote is about 1 million. What about the rest 5 million? Wow. So we won't be able to elect people we really wanted there. But had it been everybody, they all turned out, it would have been easier. You get, okay, this is the person we want. But when you have, out of 6 million, you have 1 million that is going out to vote. All others are just staying at home. They don't do anything. And they start complaining that the government is not doing this, not doing that. And when you see them, they don't even vote.
But there is this problem we have here. You know, each new government comes in, they give us promises. Oh, it's going to be better, we're going to raise the fair price down and all that. But yeah, it's not happening. But we're tired of some stories every day.
You know, the only thing I can say about that is I'm not in government. You are not in government.
Definitely.
People in government, they know which way to go about, the way to run government. And it's not that easy that a government comes in and you say, bring the price of fuel to 50 naira. It's not that way.
Well, for me, I think it's about the people, not about election. I am coming from the people angle because somebody once said that if you relocate every occupant of America, that is the United States of America, to Nigeria, and also relocate as in vice versa,
All right.
you find out that America, because of the mindset, they will transform this so-called decadence or relic called Nigeria into the America they were meant to live, and find out that the opposite result will happen to that America where they left. Because when we go there, we will not be able to maintain what they've been able to build or put in place. So what am I trying to say here? It's all about the mindset. It's about the people. Leaders are appointed by the people. I believe someone once, I don't know if it's Machiavelli, he said, you appoint the leaders you deserve.
Do you think the election is going to solve the problem of Nigeria, or we're going to find another alternative here?
Thank you very much. You know, anything that goes up in Nigeria never comes down. We are used to it. But we notice in every country we have to conduct elections to be able to select the leaders we want. The only thing we can do is for us to pray for our leaders and for us to hope for a better tomorrow. That's the only thing we can do, because we can't decide who is going to be there except we vote, and sometimes our vote is not counted. But whether our vote is counted for or not, I just believe in Nigerians, we should hope for the best and we should pray.
We like hope for the best. I've heard that for decades when I was giving birth to. And Nigerians, I think that they're getting tired of this hope. Oh, let's hope for next year, and next year it's not working for us. So don't you think that we need to try something else apart from election in this country? I'm tired myself either.
We can't try any other thing than for us to keep hoping, because when there's life, there's hope. So we still keep hoping and we still keep praying and still keep being good patriotic Nigerians, good citizens of Nigerians, because we have to pray for our leaders, the people that are there, we have to pray for them. And we, the citizens, too, we have to also be better people so that we can have better governance.
About the people.
It's still election.
Person behind the election.
Is there a way forward apart from election?
You say?
Election really is not the answer.
Too much Ojoro.
We can't try any other thing.
Law.
His own freedom.
Wins TV 24 hours entertainment.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good.
Sir, do you think that election is going to solve our problem in Nigeria, or do you have another alternative here in this country?
Actually, election in Nigeria actually is not the only way or to solve the issue of the country, of our country, Nigeria.
All right.
Because if you look on elections, if you go way back on the elections of Saturday, the 23rd of this month, you actually see that election really is not the answer, but our leaders themselves.
Wow.
Because the followership or the followership isn't there. Because when you talk of followership, it is very porous. Because we are the ones who are to be catered for during electioneering. Because we are the ones who feel the pain after elections. Because we are the worst hit. Whereas the politicians are there making their monies. But the other avenue that we can stick to or we can adapt to is electronic. If you go through electronic voting, which I think will go a long way.
Wow.
in solving this rigorous rigging of election that we see.
Election can solve a problem if they conduct it as normal.
Okay.
But why they conduct election now is not how they supposed to conduct it, because too much ojoro there in this Nigeria now. By if you are not the member of this party, they can do you anything, and you have no anything to say. If you talk too much, they can do you anything. Wow. That's why election can solve problem if they conduct it how they supposed to conduct it.
Baba, wetin me I see there be say this Nigeria, you see election, we no need am again. Make dem cancel am. Dem dey use am dey bobo us. Dem dey bobo us. No be today, right from time since when dem don born me.
Yeah.
Na I don't know say we dey do election. Why be say some people go dey for this country? Dem go dey talk say okay o, na ben the baba sale. Anything wey dem want. I mean no understand. Anything wey dem want. 9 people wey dem put there, dem go want make dem do. And e no suppose to be like that. Everybody has his own freedom. Abi? So this Nigeria big pass make one person come dey rule us. Confirm. No be say some people come sit down there go say na we be number 1. I go put this one there. Leader of APC. Wetin be leader of APC? That's rubbish. Then they deceive us. All this kind of thing fit dey happen. You no go get progress for this.
Wins TV 24 hours entertainment.